currently driving. I had to grab the Target pickup today because we ran out of a few snacks and stuff at home, and Carrie's working a 12-hour shift, so I wanted to make sure that the kids had some of their snacks. And I'm just going to take the kids for a drive quick because we've been stuck in the house for a week. And they were both miserable and tired, so I grabbed coffee. This is probably the second time in like almost 2 months that I've had Dunkin'. I've been making coffee at home. So, I don't even know what today is. I think it's the 2nd of May. And, May 2nd. And we are still under a statewide lockdown. No, I lie. My area of our state is still under a stay-at-home order. Actually, no, I lied. Our whole state is under a stay-at-home order until May 8th. On May 8th, they're opening the some of the upper counties, like that aren't even near me. I don't think we'll be open for a while. Our numbers have been just increasing constantly, so I don't foresee us opening or partially opening or whatever. Moving into yellow is what our governor is calling it, to aggressive mitigation, I guess it's called. You know, where some businesses can reopen and things like that, but I don't foresee it happening until the summer. We're right outside of Philly. Well, like an hour outside of Philly, and Philly and some of the counties surrounding Philly turned into hotspots. Our area, I guess, is like the 6th highest or something. We have like, I don't know, in the county that I live in, I don't know, we have like upwards of like 400,000 people in our county. And I know we have like 40-some thousand cases or something like that. I don't even know. That's where that's at. We've been following the stay-at-home order. Carrie's still working. My mom's still working. Obviously, the kids are not in school for the rest of the year. We learned that very early on. Kegan started his online school stuff about 4 weeks ago, something like that. I don't even know. I think we're on week 3. Not positive though. But I mean, the girls and I, our everyday life didn't really change a whole lot. I mean, it did, but it didn't. We, are obviously staying home because that's what you have to do. But I was really, after flu season, looking forward to baseball season and kind of getting them out to the baseball park if Kegan was going to play. He was up in the air. He wasn't going to play, then he was gonna, then he wasn't. We didn't end up signing him up because all this stuff started going on. So, I don't know. It's just, there's no baseball now. I don't know. I feel really like emotional about it because this was his last season he could play like Little League. This was also his last year of like, I don't want to say elementary school, but that's pretty much what it was. Either way, I just am driving the girls up here. I want to drive. I have to go home and wipe down all the groceries, take them into the house and all that stuff. That's always fun. Spray out the car. Falling into a new normal routine as far as grocery shopping and stuff goes. Like, I haven't really been able to get a Walmart pickup, so that's been a little bit ridiculous. Can't even try to get into Giant because they're like booked out 2 weeks. Walmart only was doing 1 to 2 day, like they were opening up 2 days or whatever, like consecutively, like next to each other. Like they would do like a Friday and Saturday, and then they would open up the Saturday and Sunday and stuff like that. Well, now they opened up like 5 days in advance, and all the stuff, all the time slots got booked up, and you can't get any time slots, and it's like a week out. And Carrie's been doing our shopping because he's the one that was like leaving the house and stuff. Today was a really rough day, which is why I went to Dunkin'. Carrie's working 12 hours, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. So I'm like on my own, which I'm usually on my own a lot, but I've just been really, really emotional with everything that's going on, and just the uncertainty of stuff, and stressed out. And we were having some really crappy weather for a little while, like it was raining for days on end this past week, and we were all stuck in the house. It's just been a little more stressful than normal, but nothing we can't handle. When life is like super stressful, I always try to think about like what I have to be thankful for. And I keep trying, and sometimes that's why I take these drives where I like sit in the car and look at the bigger picture of things. Like sometimes you just have to put the kids in the car, load them up, and just drive, because you need a second to breathe and catch your breath, because we've been stuck in the house since, I don't know, since like fall, really, if you think about it. Like the girls really have not gone anywhere. I already was a homebody, but this stuff has just really pushed it to another level, and also has given me horrific anxiety in itself. That's part of the reason why I haven't been on here too. I really don't want to talk too much about it, but I had a really bad experience with some medication, because I was having anxiety when all the like before the corona stuff even hit here. Like I was having some really bad anxiety centered around that and stuff, and my family doctor thought it was best to put me on medication, but I couldn't take it because of breastfeeding. So I ended up going back on Zoloft, and I don't know if it was like a hormonal thing, that my hormones have changed that much since I've had the baby, but you guys know I was on Zoloft before, and I didn't have any issues with it, except for it just like felt like it stopped working. So I thought until I get, finished breastfeeding with the baby, until we're done doing that, until I can get myself on something else, that hopefully the Zoloft would work. Well, I went on it, and I had horrific side effects, and then I ended up taking myself off of it after 4 days and had immense brain fog. Like it was like scary. So I was going through all that, and then the following week, well, I was at the family doctor like 3 times in a week at the beginning of March, because I kept feeling like my throat was closing and all this stuff, and I was having horrible anxiety and like just different things. And then the week after is when all the coronavirus stuff started happening. So I ended up like getting groceries and different stuff like that, and then everybody started going into a fucking panic and taking up all the grocery spots and buying all the fucking Lysol and wipes, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, okay, it's flu season. I typically during flu season, I always have antibacterial wipes, like disinfectant wipes, and I always have Lysol at my house. I always, because kids are germy, and especially when Kegan's in school and stuff, like I don't play around with that stuff. I'm always disinfecting my doorknobs and like my countertops and table and railings, all that stuff always gets, the remotes, the phones, like all that stuff always has gotten disinfected in my house, like always. But I usually, like, I always use Lysol and disinfectant wipes. So, like, you guys know, you've seen my grocery hauls. Like, I always buy the bulk pack at Sam's Club or, whatever. But Lord have mercy, like, you can't find shit anywhere, like anywhere. Like, I'm sure it's a nationwide like shortage. And I follow MomCast on Instagram, and she was saying that like all this shit, like you won't be able to like get that shit till like July. So like June, July or anyway. So they were saying about the shortage and stuff like that. So like I've gotten what I can, like ordering online and stuff, and it is what it is. Like the thing that was really mind-boggling to me was like how wipes have been sold out everywhere, which I guess is because people have been probably pouring bleach in them and using them as disinfectant wipes, which pisses me off. But use your fucking paper towels, people. Like, it's not that hard. I've made them out of paper towels already. I don't know. It's so frustrating. But again, that's just some of the stuff we've had a hard time getting a hold of, like the antibacterial, like the disinfectant wipes, Lysol spray. Some of the cleaners have been harder to find, like, you know, like your liquid cleaners, baby wipes. The one we carry went and he couldn't find chicken. Other than that, we've been pretty lucky as far as that goes. I do know some other YouTubers have posted that they were having a really hard time finding like frozen vegetables, and they couldn't find like chicken and hamburger and all these things. And I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. I think both the girls are actually zonked, so I might like shimmy and shake on home here to unload this stuff, because it'll be easier to do that while they're sleeping and wipe stuff down. So maybe that's what I'll do. So there's that. Yeah, so I'm going home. I'll talk to you guys soon.